I would like to thank all of our panelists from the public forum. One of the important things that was mentioned by Frank Ross is that we all need to understand our history as African American accountants. And he referenced a book by Teresa Hammond, a white-collar professional, and especially for the younger folks in the audience, I implore you to get this book and read it, because it gives an in-depth history of African Americans in the accounting profession. At this time, I would like to have representatives from Walmart and J.P. Morgan Chase come up and provide remarks to us prior to going to the opening reception. Mr. Brett Biggs from Walmart and Mr. Louis Chiopo from J.P. Morgan. Thank you.
Good evening. I'm actually not even sure what to say after the panel discussion. That was quite a panel discussion. I will tell you, though, if you have dinner parties, I will come. I will be the guy, and I don't mind. I'm always up for a good party. Actually, I've been trying to convince my wife for weeks that I was coming to New Orleans for this event, and it was going to be a lot of work and recruiting, and as it would have it, you guys are going to know exactly where I'm going. As luck would have it, I'm unpacking this morning in the bathroom, trying not to wake my wife up. She comes in at the exact moment I'm packing my golf shoes. We've been married 18 years. We've learned just to not say anything at a moment like that and let it go. You guys know how to have a good time. Cake, Soledad O'Brien, this is good stuff. Claire Babineau-Fontenot has been keeping this secret. She has not been telling us how good it is to come here. But seriously, we're very honored to be here. I know I have a number of my colleagues out in the audience. And I had prepared marks, but actually after the last 2 hours, I want to change it a little bit. So I'm not going to use prepared marks. As a company, we're very committed to diversity and very committed to inclusion. I think we've been recognized for that. There's a number of statistics I could give you, and that's really not the meaning of this. But as a company, I can tell you our culture is very, very committed to celebrating differences. I think we've learned as a company there's a competitive advantage for Walmart that we're able to bring people together with different backgrounds that look different, that come from different places, bring them together and use that as a competitive advantage for our company. We've had, as you can imagine, an incredibly successful relationship with NABA. And having sat here for the last 2 hours, I've gotten a very different view of this. And I've been a member of NABA, but have always been a little bit on the outside. But having here the panelists, I can't as a person fully understand everything that was being discussed here. I can't fully identify with it. But what I can identify was the courage that started this. The continuous work that's gone on in this organization to get this organization to where it is, seeing the past presidents, the past founders. I am very, very encouraged by what I've seen here today and admire very much what this organization has done. And I think that's why it is a great partnership with a company like Walmart. Clearly, we have recruited a number of people from these types of events. We have a booth tomorrow, shameless promotion. Be sure and come by and see us. But we've gotten ideas from this organization. We've formed partnerships. And it's been a great, great opportunity for Walmart. And I want to thank you for allowing our organization to be here and for us to be a part of this and for me being able to speak today. So I know I'm probably one of the last things standing between most of you and a cocktail. So I wanted to keep it short, but wanted to give you my heartfelt thanks from our organization and for allowing us to be here. Please come by and see us this week. Thank you.
How you doing? As mentioned, my name is Lou Schiappo from J.P. Morgan Chase. I'm representing J.P. Morgan as a member of the investment bank. I hold the position in the investment bank as a line of business CFO. J.P. Morgan is honored to be a corporate partner, a co-sponsor of the opening reception at the 38th Annual NABA National Convention here in New Orleans. Congratulations, NABA, on celebrating 40 years of lending a helping hand. The phrase that I think of when I think of NABA is lifting as we climb. It's been a blueprint for the success of NABA for the past 40 years. Just 40 years ago, there were only 136 African American CPAs. Now there are more than 5,000. With more than 200 NABA chapters and over 100 member firms, NABA proudly represents over 100,000 African American and minority professionals in finance and accounting. It's pretty impressive by any measure. So when we look at why NABA has been so successful over the 40 years, it's pretty easy to answer when you hear looking at it. Everyone involved wins. NABA's professional and student members get access to career opportunities and hiring managers at member firms. Member firms get access to talented accounting and finance professionals and students. Best of all, the parties involved share the same incentive to continue to grow NABA. Another question asked, especially in these times, is does NABA's model work in economic downturns? The simple answer is yes. Our attendance here this evening is a good example of that. The NABA National Convention continues to provide excellent opportunities for member firms to build their pipelines of experienced, high-talented professionals. It's equally compelling for NABA's professional members who have access to so many attractive career opportunities through member firms. That's why at JP Morgan, we're committed to continuing our strong relationship with NABA. In fact, we believe that this is one of the greatest hiring opportunities in recent history. With 10 plus years of partnership at the chapter and national level, JP Morgan's shown that diversity is one of the cornerstones of our corporate culture. At JP Morgan, diversity is not discretionary. This year's theme couldn't be more appropriate. 40 years, one NABA, honoring our past, investing in our future. I'm here in New Orleans, and JP Morgan is here in New Orleans this week doing just that, investing in our future. I'm here as a representative of JP Morgan, as a corporate partner to NABA, as a NABA member, and most importantly, as a hiring manager. Once again, congratulations on 40 years of service, and we look forward to partnering with NABA for many more years to come. Thank you and enjoy the convention. Thank you.
Thank you, gentlemen. Let's give one more round of applause for our colleagues from Walmart and JP Morgan. Again, thank you for partnering with us during these tough economic times. We appreciate your support for the organization. How many of you are ready to have an opening reception at Generations Hall? I will mention again, 2010 in Houston, Ms. Farrar is looking very much forward to it. And I want to mention again, those convention attendees who are here, you can have that early bird registration for only $650 if you purchase by the end of the week. The buses going to Generations Hall will be right outside the building. Remember to bring your badge with you, because you need your badge to enter onto the bus. And enjoy the rest of the evening and enjoy the rest of the week. We have kicked it off well. Thank you.
Okay.